Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays, and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast, episode 79. We're still here alone. I haven't had a guest on in multiple weeks now. Um, you know, it is what it is. Not everything's gonna go the way I would like it to. You know, I I've been failing at finding guests for the podcast. It's entirely my fault. I've been waiting too long to try to reach out to people to come on the show for the week and whatever. Um, so it's like I'm setting myself up to do it alone all the time, which isn't my goal. I think the podcast is better for me and for anyone watching or listening. When I have somebody to talk to and bounce off of, it makes life a bit easier. But when I fail to find people, or when I try to find people, fail to actually schedule it correctly, it's tough. Um, but it is what it is. Um, Lately though, I don't know. Lots of different things are. Hold on, this is interesting. We're getting a call from Wonder. I'm intrigued. Oh, okay. Well, say hello to the podcast while you're hello. Hey, look, food. Nice food. Hi, Destiny. Yeah, fuck you. Yep, that'll happen. That'll happen. All right, I'm gonna go finish the podcast. Sorry. Later. Okay, later, man. That was interesting. Call from Wonder during the podcast. That's an interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Um, I don't know what I was talking about before that little distraction happened there. You know, it's but not having a guest this week and last week and any other time we haven't had a guest has been entirely my fault. And, there's other things that so far this month has really, I don't know, made me see that I have a place in content creation, but has also made me question if I have a place in content creation, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I've hit multiple big milestones in the last month. 300 followers on Twitch, 1,000 followers on TikTok, YouTube channel's actually growing. But, with every, at least for my life, with every high seems to be a kind of a large low as well. My PC not working, having a bunch of different other issues that are outside of streaming that I'm not really wanting to talk about. But, it's put my mental health in a weird spot because I should be excited because things are going very well. But on the other hand, things are going very not well. And, where do you find the balance of at what point does the bad outweigh the good or the good outweigh the bad? Do you just take both in stride and say whatever? Um, so I don't know how to, I don't know. Sometimes just waking up and doing shit is hard. It really is. And, as much as like the week off I took to visit family, taking time off for me doesn't help. It just makes my mental health and my, I don't know, everything worse, because all I do is stress about, I should be streaming, I should be making content, I should be, doing all these different things. And I'm just, I don't know. Bad luck seems to come my way anytime anything good starts to happen. It's always very interesting. So, it is what it is. I don't really know what to talk about at this point. I mean, I did relaunch the Sports at Sunup YouTube channel today. I think the new Sports at Sunup video just went live. I posted it on my YouTube account, but I also have, my first upload on the Sports at Sunup channel in a while. Share it on Twitter. So, that's fun. I'm still doing a lot of work content-wise. I don't know. Constant tech issues, constant mental issues with, struggling to be able to do things is not great. But it is what it is. Hopefully we're getting to a point now where, there's some new games I'm going to be playing on stream. Splitgate, Naraka Blade Point. Madden 22 is now out. And then in the next couple of months, there's more games coming out. So hopefully we can find playing games that I actually enjoy. If we can find some more of those, makes everything better. It's easier to make videos and streams on games you enjoy. It's great sometimes to have. I wish I could go back to when I first started streaming, where I had a main game. Every day I streamed 5 or 6 hours on Call of Duty Zombies, and then when Zombies kind of got old, we had Fortnite back in its prime when it was fun to play every day. But since Prime Fortnite, there hasn't been a game where it's like, ooh, I want to play that every day on stream. I want to play that all the time. I can do a 12-hour stream of just one game, where now if I tried to do a 12-hour stream, we're going to play 12 games, probably. We'll probably spend some time on Fortnite. Probably Warzone, Apex, Rogue Company, Splitgate, but none of those. I haven't tried Splitgate yet, but so far nothing's really that fun. So I don't know. I'm trying to. Whoa. Oh God. You've got to do something about your facial hair. So, what do you want me to do? Shave it off and look worse? Because I've done that before. That's the option. If it would grow out fully, that would fix it, but it won't. So, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? And then, I don't know, we're still just in a dry period of there's nothing really happening. I remember last year around this, was it around this time? Yeah. You know, the the mixer ending stuff, so we had that to talk about. We had, where was Ninja going? Where's Shroud going? Trust me, because you've never fucking seen me before, that you don't know what you're talking about. I have shaved it. It does look worse. And the just grow it on your face too. It doesn't grow. Chin strap is as bad as it gets. Well, here's what I have to say. I don't give a fuck what you think. Tough. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think your opinion on how I look fucking matters. So, GG. We had the doc and all that drama that I guess we're not supposed to get into, because I guess talking about them can get you in trouble with Twitch. So we're not going to get into that, but that's always intriguing. There used to be big stuff happening. I guess COVID kind of ruined all that, though. Nobody does anything. Everybody's just staying home. Uh-huh. You were saying it with nothing but love in your heart. I think that goes back to your name. You're completely full of bullshit. But trust me, there are TikTok and YouTube videos of me without it, and I do look way worse. That's why I keep it. But okay. I guess tomorrow we get the reveal event for Call of Duty Vanguard. Apparently it's not called World War II Vanguard, so I got that wrong. Do we want a World War II Call of Duty game, though? I don't think so. Honestly, I think it would have been cooler to see like Advanced Warfare 2, because that version of a of Warzone could have been cooler. Warzone's kind of trash right now, and I don't think adding shitty World War II weapons is going to make it better. Yeah, some World War II weapons are cool, but I don't know. World War II's tough. And nobody liked the last time Call of Duty went to World War II. And I think bringing out your weakest game and your weakest timeline when Battlefield and Halo are coming out with more interesting games, I think Call of Duty's fucked this year. Nobody's going to be playing it. For some reason, all the big streamers will still. They're going to, play it, complain all day, tell us how they hate their life because they're playing Call of Duty, and then just keep playing it, which, I don't know. I've realized it is better for your mental health. Warzone fucking sucks. Don't play it. You'll feel better. Ever since I stopped playing Warzone, I feel 10 times better. Because Warzone's bad. And Warzone's bad, and there's nothing, great about it. I see how Warzone could be a good game in the future, but Activision's not going to take the steps to fix it. Activision's trash. As long as they're still making money, they're not going to fix anything. So sitting there complaining all day while they get hundreds of millions of players isn't going to do anything. You know what will do something? You know what will get them to actually care about their game? Stop fucking playing it. Speak with your wallets. Speak with your time. If Activision sees, oh, fuck, something's fucked up with this game, what's everybody bitching about? How do we fix it? Then there might be a shot that it gets fixed. But as of right now, I don't know. Yesterday, I guess, it was trending where everybody was talking about their top 10 Call of Duties of all time. And I'm going to go through my list. I have from 10 down to 1, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 3, World at War, COD 4 Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. I had some people disagree with that. You know, Modern Warfare should move, or Modern Warfare 2 should move to the number 1 spot and move Black Ops 3 and 2 down, and then move Modern Warfare Remastered in, and the new, and Modern Warfare 2019 to replace Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. I'm not going to move Modern Warfare 2 up. Again, this is my opinionated list, so whatever. And I'm sorry, Modern Warfare 2019 was fucking terrible. And Modern Warfare Remastered is just COD 4. I don't need to put it on the list. Infinite Warfare's campaign was great. Zombies in Spaceland was fun, even though the multiplayer sucked. And Advanced Warfare, say what you will, it was fun to play. Like, I enjoyed just sitting down and playing that game. And then people saying Ghost should be in there. Ghost was bad. Ghost was terrible, actually. Yeah. Not a big Ghost fan. But it's interesting. Okay, interesting. The MLB is proposing a salary minimum, not a salary cap, a salary minimum. You have to be paying out at least $100 million a year, apparently. In a face-to-face collective bargaining meeting in Denver on Monday, Major League Baseball made its first proposal covering core economics to the Players Association. The plan included a new tax on team spending, one that would both effectively lower the first luxury tax threshold in the sport to $180 million and charge teams who exceed that first mark a higher percentage than they pay today. One trade-off people briefed on the league's proposal said would be a salary minimum of $100 million. No, you bitch. I hate The Athletic because you can't read the fucking articles. Because you just subscribe. I don't want to fucking subscribe. Ah. But so basically the 100 million minimum, like these lower market teams like Colorado, Cleveland, Kansas City, you know, teams with not as much money would basically be getting their funding from the luxury tax from the team spending over 180 million. So it would give these small market teams more of a chance. It would give them more money. It would give them more whatever. You know, so it's interesting. Ooh, Trevor Story hit a bomb today, apparently. Bye-bye baseball. But, you know, it's an interesting idea. I still think the biggest problem with baseball is not having a salary cap at all. But whatever. I'm gonna shift to this because this was intriguing. The bit of tech news. I guess last week at some point, Newegg was doing a deal on GPUs where if you bought like a 3080, a 3090, you'd get a power supply with them. Well, the gigabyte power supplies that were coming with these GPUs were literally exploding, like popping, catching on fire, wrecking people's systems. Because when a power supply in a computer fails, it can cause surges, it can cause whatever that can fry your motherboard, your CPU, your RAM, your storage, your anything, your GPU. But if you wanted to RMA your GPU or your power supply, if you want to send your power supply and get it fixed, or you want to send your power supply off to, get replaced, you had to send your GPU back. And instead of actually fixing it or replacing it, they'd just give you your money. So you just spent, $1,500 on a new 3090. The power supply went kaboom, and now you're out of power supply, whatever else it fucked up in your system, and your GPU. Or, you're out your power supply, your GPU, whatever else fucked up in your system, and also you weren't in your room at the time, so it did that. Your room caught on fire and your house burned down because of a shitty GPU. Or not a shitty GPU, a shitty PSU, a power supply unit. So that's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, that's not ideal. And I don't really know how you go about fixing it. But I don't know. It's problems like that from these companies. It all depends on how you fix it. But let's be honest. Every single company who makes computer components, who makes computers, who makes anything, has had issues. It's about how do you handle the issues when you have them. EVGA, I lost with EVGA. That graphics card right there is an EVGA RTX 2080 Super XC Ultra, right? It's a nice card. It didn't perform well when I got it, which was tough. But I wanted to build my PC. I wanted to play video games. I wanted to stream. I wanted to do work. So I just dealt with it. And then, after a year when the card that didn't work properly out of the box, which I knew I could have sent it back, that's 100% my fault, blew up. I can't blame EVGA for me making a stupid decision and keeping the card originally. Or just like I think it was EVGA again with the For the Win 3 3090s going bad playing that Amazon game. What were they playing? New World. Where it was bricking 3090s. And EVGA came out and said, okay, we're going to replace every card that got bricked by this game. Whatever, no big deal. How companies handle shit, I would go buy another EVGA card right now. Sure, did I get a lemon? Yeah. Was me keeping it and using it until it broke EVGA's fault? Fuck no. So, it's about how companies handle these things. And I honestly have no clue how Gigabyte has responded. BSU explode. We're going to look at an Ars Technica article. Yeah, Gamers Nexus was the one who really went and did stuff. Newegg bundled bad Gigabyte power supplies with hard-to-buy GPUs. So if you've been trying to buy a GPU this year, you may be familiar with the Newegg Shuffle, a lottery system that Newegg instituted in January to try to beat bots and scalpers. You may also know that GPUs and consoles in the Newegg Shuffle are often bundled with components like RAM, motherboards, power supplies, as a package deal. If you want dessert, in this case a GPU, you have to eat your vegetables, or a product you might be able to use but weren't looking to buy. Gamers Nexus posted a video showing that 2 GB power supplies commonly bundled with GPUs in the Newegg Shuffle were prone to catastrophic failure. Some of the GP-P850 GMs and GP-P750 GM models that were tested sparked as they died, creating a fire risk, and one also ruined an attached RTX 3080. Gigabyte has now released a statement. Ooh. All right, here's the Gigabyte statement real quick. We're going to jump to the statement. Gigabyte is aware of certain media outlets casting doubt over the quality of power supply models that I told you. Gigabyte takes pride in the design and quality of our product, and as such takes reports of this manner extremely seriously, and therefore would like to address the reported potential issues as follows. For desktop PC systems, there can occasionally be instances where the peak wattage can exceed the intended usage range. During such instances, the power supply, the GP850 GMs and the GP750 GM model power supplies include this industry standard built-in safety feature over power protection. The OPP safety feature is designed to shut down the unit when the power load exceeds the wattage unit. The wattage the unit was designed to operate within. I can't read today. The OPP was set to 120 to 150%. Okay. Gigabyte appreciates and takes into consideration any feedback and suggestions from our media partners and PC hardware professionals. We were made aware by third parties of concerns regarding potential issues tripping the high wattages when tested via DC electronic load equipment for extended lengths of time. Repeatedly close to 120% to 150% OPP trigger point. So Gigabyte's literally saying basically that Gamers Nexus has no clue what the fuck they're talking about when they tested it multiple times with multiple different power supplies, multiple different GPUs, multiple different things, and yeah. So I'm going to go back to the original Gamers Nexus thread that I read the other day. I don't know where it is, though. I'm going to find it on Twitter. But, yeah, EVGA, or not EVGA, Gigabyte is not handling this well, in my opinion. And, okay, I've scrolled too far. Where the fuck? Gamers Nexus. It should be, like, right here. I'm intrigued. Okay, I can't find the original tweets. Interesting. Did they delete them? Maybe. Because yeah, I have no clue. But okay, we'll go back. We're gonna look at all the big tweets from Gamers Nexus. We're gonna scroll back a ways. I wish I knew exactly like when this was happening. Okay, we're getting back to a decent-ish spot. Okay, we're too far back because we're all the way back to the original thing. But here's a tweet. God. I don't know the best way to find all this stuff. But Gamers Nexus, from everything I know, their videos to me are a little boring. They make like 30 to 45-minute videos explaining things. But if you really do want to learn whatever the hell is going on with whatever topic they're talking about, watch the entire thing because they do an amazing job of explaining things. It's just, 90% of the time I don't need all the information that they have. But if you do, they're a great place to get your information. But I'm not seeing the actual. Okay. DC electronic load equipment for extended lengths of time, repeatedly close to the OPP. So, Gamers Nexus talked about that statement from Gigabyte and said it was once, not repeatedly, and for under 2 minutes. That wasn't even close to accurate. No wonder they can't design a power supply to not explode if they can't grasp this. He goes through his testing methodology every time with whatever he does. His testing methodology is told to you straight up. But their release statement inaccurately takes issue with Gamers Nexus findings before outlining how the company is addressing the problem and offering exchanges for anyone who has bought a power supply with the affected range of serial numbers. The company has stopped short of a formal recall, however. Gigabyte claims that Gamers Nexus's team ran the power supply over capacity for extended lengths of time, and that these conditions would not be typical of any real-world usage. In a response video posted today, Gamers Nexus pointed out that this statement mischaracterizes their tests, which were carefully designed to find where the power supply's overpower protection would trigger and shut the power supply off, as OPP is designed to do when functioning properly. The power supplies were then left to sit for a few minutes and brought back online at 60% of their capacity to ensure that they were still working properly after the shutdown. The full testing methodology section of the first video is linked here. Gamers Nexus also pointed to numerous product reviews claiming the power supplies had shown up dead on arrival before they were ever installed or used. As for what it's doing to prevent future problems with these power supplies, Gigabyte has responded by lowering the OPP wattage limit to improve the odds that the power supplies will safely shut themselves down and continue working. Both models would accept power spikes of up to 150% of their rated capacity for shutting down, so that would be 1,300 watts on the 850 watt power supply, or 1,125 watts for the 750 watt model. And that ceiling has been lowered to 120%. The statement doesn't say whether Gigabyte is making other manufacturing changes to address the problem. The issue is that Gigabyte has made a poor product, or it's only partly that Gigabyte made a poor product. But, bad power supplies happen. This has only become a newsworthy problem because Newegg has been pushing these power supplies onto buyers who are desperate to get a GPU at anywhere near the advertised retail price. At best, buying a bundle means getting some things you can actually use, but didn't plan to pay for, like an extra controller or a game with a console or decent RAM or a motherboard to go with a GPU. But at worst, it's a way for retailers to offload things that they can't normally sell to people who are so eager to buy something that they will gladly accept the inflated cost along with the unwanted accessories. We've contacted Newegg to see if the problems with the Gigabyte power supplies will result in any changes to the Newegg Shuffle return policy or the kind of products that get bundled with GPUs in the first place. The current return policy says that you need to return all bundled items together to get a refund. That's trash. That's really not good. All right, let's check this Kotaku article. This one was last updated on Sunday. Oh, here. I'm going to switch screens for just a second. I want you guys to see this. So, if you're watching the video, you should be able to see this. Yeah, that is one of the power supplies while they were testing it. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, so into this article. Gigabyte talks about whatever. Again, their statement was false, basically. Gamers Nexus showed that the units would arrive dead in the box, or would die after only a few minutes of use. Not gigabytes claimed extended periods of time. I guess 5 minutes is extended. Nobody uses their computer for more than 5 minutes at a time. So I don't know. It's tough because it's not good. And I don't know how it gets fixed. But it's tough to see, just like the what was that? The MSI last year, I think, had an issue with a creator. They sent a computer to a creator, not for a review. It wasn't a review unit. I don't think. I think it was... I'm trying to remember because it was a while ago. But I think the guy... It was either a review unit or he was just supposed to make a certain type of video on the laptop. And he did his job. He went over any issues he found, but once he had the issues, he reached out to MSI and was like, yo, is this an actual problem with your product? Like, do all of your laptops do this specific thing? Or did I just get a dud, and do you want to send me a new one and I'll retry the video? But MSI was trying to pay him to just change everything about his video and not talk about the bad stuff. That's not how reviews work. And then they threatened to pull the sponsorship. It was bad. MSI looked terrible. I'm sorry. As a company, you are going to have faulty products. You are going to have not so great shit happening, with any product you make. Eventually, someone's going to get a lemon. It's how you respond to these things. The fact that a creator with hundreds of thousands of people watching them got something bad means, we need to figure out, is this actually the creator failing? Or the creator? Is it, actually our product being bad? Or did one in the line of manufacturing get messed up? That happens. No manufacturing process is 100% perfect. Now, sometimes maybe in your testing of after these products are made, maybe if we tested every product,
that man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
Hoon with the host, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. But when your power supplies are exploding, right? And not great things are happening, you can't come out and say the people who are testing your products, who you have sent products to in the past because they are so good at what they do, when they come out and say, via our testing, your shit is fucked, but you can't then come out and be like, well, their testing really didn't make sense. Did you watch the video and see what they were testing? Or did you just... are you trying to hide something? I don't get it. But yeah, it's insane. And then the people using Gamers Nexus's clips and videos and GIFs of the stuff that happened, who removed the watermark that was put there and then tried to credit it as their own pictures and shit. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. That's not how it should work. It really isn't. So I guess I now know closer to the date when all this stuff was going down, which would have been around August 9th. So we can now figure out maybe what the original tweet I was talking about. Maybe. But yeah, it's a weird, I don't know, companies not handling shit well is bad. And literally everything about it is just not good. Oh, so right after this happened, though, all of Gigabyte's support websites, their customer service, their just support stuff, was down for days. So you couldn't get in contact with them. So you couldn't get anything RMA'd. Whether it was those power supplies, my motherboard's a Gigabyte Aorus Z390 Pro Wi-Fi. If it would have had a problem, I couldn't have got it RMA'd, which I can't anyways. I'll ask the CPU cover, but whatever. But that's not ideal. It really isn't. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to find more. But having the power supplies exploding is not good. What's up, Rampage? How you doing today? But I don't know. I think the way you handle problems in your manufacturing process, problems being pointed out by media outlets, tech outlets that you have trusted to cover your products in the past, stop acting like they don't know what they're talking about when you have given them products because they're so good at what they do. It's not great, honestly. Ooh, well, we just got our final results. The first team we will be rebuilding on the YouTube channel for Madden 22 is going to be the Houston Texans. That will be the first Madden 22 video out next week, is rebuilding the Houston Texans. Oh, another thing I want to jump into. Working fam, how are you? I'm alive. That's about all I got. That's about all I got. Just is what it is. But so video game companies, I have an issue with you. Okay, Madden specifically is the biggest offender I've seen. They put copyrighted music in their game. No big deal, right? Except for when I go into all the settings and turn off the fucking music, why does it still pop up when I'm trying to play certain modes? So I can't stream them. I can't make YouTube videos on them. I can apparently just punch myself in the fucking face. GG. But stop adding copyrighted music, giving us the option to turn it off, and then having the turning it off thing not fucking do anything. Because at that point, I can't make content on your game. Most people can't make content on your game. Therefore, when people are curious about whether the game looks any good and whether I should buy it, none of us can put out any content to tell you whether you should, because we can't play the game on stream. At this point, when I play Madden, I have to completely have the sound off. I don't get to hear the announcers. I don't get to hear shit. Because in the game, music's turned off, but you can still hear it in the stadiums when you're mid-game for some fucking reason. It's terrible. Now, this is great. It's not how it should work. It's trash. So, yeah. If you're going to put copyrighted music in the game, give creators a way to turn it off that actually turns it off in everything. I don't want the music ever. At all. None. Why? It doesn't make sense. Like, at least Fortnite, when they added copyrighted music, they at least allowed it to be turned off, and it actually works when you turn it off. Sometimes. The only issue is if I don't have it turned off, but like Spencer has it on and I jump in a car with him, you can hear the copyrighted music playing from him, which is stupid. I have it turned off. Don't play the music. Yo, what's good, Hero? How you doing today, my guy? Yeah. It's frustrating. When I punched myself in the face, I got a fingerprint on my glasses, and that's annoying. So, yeah. I think those are my biggest rants today. Josh Rosen went unclaimed on waivers after being released by the 49ers. 10th overall pick from the 2018 draft is now a free agent. Oh, wow. Well, I turn off the music too, but it doesn't matter because it still plays at certain points, which is just not great. But, man, I was really off on that. I really thought Rosen was going to be the best QB in that class. Doing well, my friend. How are you? I'm doing, man. I'm doing. I don't know. I just hanging out and working. But yeah. All right. I think I'm out of things to rant about today, though. But yeah, I just want a good video game. I want companies to handle their shit not working better. And I want companies, if they're going to add copyrighted music, to give creators a way to turn off the copyrighted music without playing the game without sound. I'm sick of playing video games with no sound. It's dumb. That's what I know. Ero, we're gonna have to talk eventually about getting you on the podcast again. I have an idea, but we'll have to talk later. I concur, as you should. I only spit major facts, yo. Only spit major facts, yo. But I think that is going to do it for this week's episode. I don't think I have anything left to talk about. So, you're intrigued? Good. Stay intrigued. I'll message you on Discord. But I think that'll do it for me. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.